Welcome to using mentoring as a development tool. I'm Stephanie Evans, and I'm going to be taking you through this for the next 30 minutes or so. We're going to start by looking at, well, what is mentoring? What is the definition of mentoring? And the definition we have here is an offline process where one person offers help, guidance, advice and support to facilitate the learning or development of another. A question I'm often asked now is, okay, so how's that different from coaching? Is it not all the same thing? And it's quite an interesting question, that. Now you can see that, some of you might say, well, there's quite a bit of similarity there, and others might be able to say, yeah, but there's quite a significant bit of difference. And there are a number of definitions of both coaching and mentoring out there. But for me, what I find the key difference for me as far as mentoring is concerned is that it's about sharing and passing on your expertise within the same field as the mentee. So who can use it? Who can be mentored? Well, there's a nice easy answer to that. Absolutely anybody. Well, there are a lot of benefits to mentoring for both the individuals who are doing it, but also to the business as well. So here you can see for the actual person being mentored and the person doing the mentoring, there are benefits to both. The mentee gets some great sound advice and guidance from somebody who really knows the role and has had perhaps the same experiences themselves earlier in their career. They get a chance to be reflective, to challenge, and to actually get access to new networks that perhaps would otherwise not be open to them. As a mentor, you get to grow yourself. You learn from your relationship with the mentee and from coming up with ways to support them. But you also develop, I think, in terms of how you work then with your own team, your own direct reports, and your reputation and credibility can also grow significantly. Why is it popular? It's become increasingly popular. As I said earlier, at one point it was really very senior staff that had a mentor. It was considered to be something for them and them alone. But over time, there's been a realisation that actually mentors are a brilliant development opportunity for people at all levels in an organisation, and can be done by all people in an organisation. And then, as with any good development tool, there is a kind of 4-stage cycle involved for mentoring, and this one will probably look relatively familiar in terms of the four core steps of the mentoring cycle. So if you introduce mentoring, then you would go around this. You need to have purpose and objectives as to what are we mentoring for. What are the objectives? They need to be clear, they need to be communicated, and that will avoid there being any misunderstanding between the mentor and the mentee. You then move on to agree the plan. How are we going to achieve it? What are the specifics around that? And you might use SMART criteria to develop those plans. And then we hit stage 3, which is where the mentoring occurs. And then you've got that little extra loop that you can see there on the slide, where the mentoring relationship kicks in and we go round the mentoring loop. Thank you for joining today, and thank you for your attention, and I hope it's been of use.